I've been making up this lower pocket area, so I'd already made it up slightly and it's quite long, so I've trimmed it down to shape so that squishes in and it meets up quite nicely all the way along. And I'll just have to tap that up once it's stuck in place. Just welded this piece on, this little bracket which I took off, and I'll have to tap that up around once I get on there and weld it too. So it's come up quite nicely. Just did a couple welds there for that corner onto the original piece, and then I'm going to pull this whole lot off and clean it up and spray all the stuff I need to on the inside before gluing it on right round, so that it's nice and sealed. So the only weld essentially will be through here and all the way along the edge here. So nice and clean. Rear panel still looking good. Just finished off my patch, so it's all looking pretty tidy. Put the bung hole in there, so it's 14mm. Yeah, so that's pretty much it until I glue it up and weld it on. There's a nice swage on the bottom there, just how it was from factory. And these joins at the back here, well, the panel bond will just ooze out of those, and I'll sand it flat and you won't even see them. And yep, so that's that. Right, so we've moved up to this top section, all this rust through here. So what I've done is I've put a cut through there, and then just peeled this out, so I don't have to cut through this side piece. And if I bring the camera around, you'll see why. So a fair bit of rust through there, not too bad through there, and then a bit through that section there, and just there, which is very minimal. But the main reason I did this is because it goes around the corner there and it's quite crumbly. I'll just put a piece of cardboard down the side, just so everything runs down and out that hole. Otherwise it's going to be filling up inside. So really I should have done this before doing the bottom down here, but oh well, it's in reverse. So yeah, I'm going to clean all this up and once again grind it up, panel bond it back in place, and just weld these strips on each side and just try and keep it simple. Been cleaning up all this edge on the outside. I mean, what I've been finding is some of these pits, which I've actually cleaned out quite well, they're still got orange in it as deep as you go, so I'm deciding just to actually chop it out now instead of clean them up. And I've discovered more holes at the bottom down there. So yeah, I'm just going to chop these out. Probably be quicker than trying to clean up that and trying to work from the inside, cleaning up all this mess. I'm just utilising this piece of, I think it's a Hyundai, where they buy a whole side for a pillar, and it's got the right little radius on there, so I'm just going to chop it out and that'll be perfect for what I need to use. So just got all this nice and fitting, ready to be tacked in. Made this one here, just ready to go on there as well. So yeah, tack that in and that'll be that for tonight. We'll get some more welding gas and so I can finish welding it up. Finished doing all this top section here, so it's all nice and clean. Just welded up the two bits in the inside there, just down there and down that section, and clean up all through that inner edge. So that's ready to get some of the etch primer on it. And I've also glued up this section here and welded it all, and just waiting for that glue to go off. So yeah, it's all coming together quite well. And this will be pretty much the last of the side. Just got one more patch up here to sort out, and this crumbly stuff in this joint up here. Pocket is all nice and clean now, so I took all the clamps off and gave it a good grind up and sand up. So I'm very happy with that. It's come up real tidy. And I've just sanded along the top here, and I've just started tacking in these little squares to fill up these little numplate little hooks they have from Japan, just so it's nice and clean through there. Before it had some silicone there with some white paint brushed over it, so Yeah, and I cleaned out some rust around these numplate holes. It's just growing underneath the paint. So I've just put some rust neutralizer on that. I'm going to carry on welding these up. And then tonight I'm going to put some etch primer through here. All on the bottom here. And all around this petrol flap hole. Just ground off and sanded all the rust neutralizer I put on there. Just so it's all bare metal. Little squares are all done now, so just ground them up and yeah, just going to put some etch on them. Some funny sort of paint on here, it's sort of quite gluey, it sticks to the sanding discs. So yeah, I'm going to etch through here, just ground up my welds that I put through onto the chassis rails there. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a prep salt and spray on some of the old etch epoxy stuff that I'm using. And then I can venture on to the next stage. Here we are on the last piece of rust that I'm going to attack on this side, well that I know of. So I've just opened up these skins and I'm going to clean all this rust out and make it the best I can. There's still a lot of meat in the steel, so it's not like it's real festery even though it looks crusty. So there's still plenty of years of life in it. I'm just going to clean out the best I can and leave it at that. Just finished cleaning up underneath there, so I've done it the best I sort of can. It's all metally as far as I can get it with my little Dremel tool. So I've done that side and just got to bend that middle piece through and done the other side. So I'm just going to put my rust colour up there and let that do its business overnight. And then tomorrow I'll be able to close it back up and not worry about it again. All glued up now. So that's that all done. So pretty much, yeah, all the sides done. The only thing I haven't done is the chassis rail on the floor down there. And that's about it, I think, for now. Oh, and the rust up the top here. But I'll do that once the tailgate's off the car. So that's wicked. Now we have finished all the side, the back end. And then my next video I'll be starting on this side, so it's literally the same as what I've just done, although the rust is a little bit more severe on this side, and the same sort of thing up here, and same thing's going to happen around the arch and up the side there where the door catch goes. So I'll see you in the next video.